In the slightly dark hour of the morning, streetlights flicker over a lonely road in Jabi, Utako Abuja. A single slipper and a bag lies abandoned. She was only 23 years old, a hard-working young woman, loved by colleagues and customers, respected by her boss, and envied by one person who worked beside her every day. But in November 2024, one innocent taxi ride became her final journey. Was Elizabeth Godwin simply in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was her death planned? Elizabeth Godwin, known as Elizabeth by her loved ones, was born into a poor farming family in Agata area of Benue State. Her parents worked tirelessly under the harsh sun, but poverty chained them to a life of struggle. Elizabeth was their hope, the eldest daughter, determined to change their story. In Abuja, she worked as a filling station attendant. Long, exhausting hours, but Elizabeth never complained. She sent money home every month to feed her younger siblings and pay for their schooling. She was selfless, humble, and always smiling. Customers adored her kindness. Her boss trusted her completely. Even her coworkers admired her charm. Well, almost all of them. There was one colleague, a woman who worked the same shift. She noticed how customers favored Elizabeth, how tips flowed her way, how even the boss praised her more. And with each passing day, that colleague's smile hid something darker. Elizabeth leaves work with her bag. She waves goodbye. The jealous colleague watches silently from the background. One evening in November 2024, Elizabeth finished her shift. She said her usual goodbyes. She had no idea that someone, perhaps someone very close, had already marked her. She climbed into what she thought was a normal taxi to head home. Inside were predators, one-chance operators, waiting for the perfect victim. But how did they know her route? Her routine? Was it just bad luck, or did someone give them information? She realized too late. And by then, there was no escape. She cried and pleaded for mercy, but all on deaf ears. The kidnappers stripped Elizabeth of everything: her phone, her money, her dignity, her hope. Then they called her poor family in Benue. "We have your daughter. Bring 1 million naira if you want her alive." Her parents, simple farmers, barely had enough to survive. 1 million naira was impossible. They begged, they pleaded for some time to run around and raise the money or perhaps loan from members of the community. But these criminals didn't care. Every hour felt like a knife twisting deeper. But by the time the family could even gather hope and raise some money, time had already run out. They waited for that call, but none came through. They kept trying to call back the line, but it was not reachable. Fear set in. The worst has happened to us. The next morning, around 6 a.m., a passerby walking near Jabi saw something by the road. At first, they thought it was just someone sleeping. But as they got closer, their heart froze. It was Elizabeth. Beaten. Lifeless. Dumped like garbage on the side of the road. Social media screenshots flash with cruel rumors. Almost immediately, social media erupted with vile rumors. Some claimed she went for a hookup, that she was used for rituals. But her boss and friends fought back. They told the truth. Elizabeth was coming home from work. But something didn't add up. The kidnappers knew her name. They knew her routine. They called her by her nickname. How? Wait, was it just coincidence? Or did someone inside her workplace tip them off? Did jealousy turn into betrayal? But here's what shocked everyone even more. A few days after Elizabeth's funeral, the colleague who had always envied her disappeared. She stopped coming to work. Her phone was switched off. No one has seen her since. Number not reachable. Did she run away out of fear? Or was she silenced because she knew too much? Some of their colleagues whispered, knowing how much she envied Elizabeth. Elizabeth's killers are still out there. Maybe they're waiting for the next victim. Maybe the one who betrayed her paid the price too. Or maybe she's living somewhere far away, carrying the guilt of what she did. Faint whispers. She didn't deserve this. One thing is certain. In a city full of strangers, sometimes the real danger sits right beside you. What do you think really happened to Elizabeth? And why did her jealous colleague vanish? Was it fear, or was she part of something darker? Elizabeth Godwin, 2002 to 2024. May her soul rest in peace. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you believe Elizabeth deserves justice, share this story. Let's keep her memory alive.